What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mattel DC Comics Multiverse Wonder Woman movie Steve Trevor figure. This is a brand new, just came out, and take a look at the packaging, and there he is in there. And there's a picture of Chris Pine as Steve Trevor, and then you get the figure, shotgun, looks like the head of Ares and his chest and shoulders. And there's a picture, a dreamy picture of Chris Pine on the back. A look at the rest of the wave and your Ares figure. The other side with the logo, and that's pretty much it. I'll come right back, guys, and we'll have this bad boy out, and we'll take a look at him. Alright, guys. Here's a look at everything you get in the packaging with old Steve Trevor here. First, we'll take a look at... You get Ares' sword here. It looks really awesome. Like, they did a really good job in the paint. Some really great detail in the paint. See the red comes in... Like, a very subtle bit of red comes into the hilt here. Very nice. It's a nice swirl design at the end here too. And your reminder that this is made in China, like everything else. I'm really liking the paint detail on the paint app on the sword. It looks really good. Alright. Then here's a look at Steve Trevor's shotgun. Just, you know, your basic boilerplate shotgun. Like, there's some different colors here. You can see, like, you can see the stock here is a little bit darker of a color, almost like they tried to paint it brown, like but they didn't do too well. Same thing on the pump here. It's decent, not great, definitely not anything to write home about. And you get Ares' head. Can you see him in there? You can see his, like, you definitely see, like, there's a face in there. Oops, here. There's definitely a face in there. I'm trying to pull this apart, but here, let's see if we can see it a little bit better. Move the light. See that? Alright, there's definitely a face in there. Really nice paint on there, though. It's a really funky helmet. Really interesting. This actually looks really good. I'm impressed. Yeah, I kind of feel like Mattell did a better job on the actual Ares, build a figure than they did in the actual other figures in the wave. Here's the chest piece you also get with Steve Trevor here. Looking good. Again, I like the blue metallic, silverish sort of paint. Looks like he has keys here. I wonder what that's for. I'm very excited for the movie. I can't wait to see what this is all about. Alright. Look at the back. Looking good, man. This is good. Here's a look at Steve Trevor himself. That's pretty decent figure. Nothing great. I mean, it's definitely not... I kind of feel like these, the figure in this wave looks like kind of a step in the right direction for the movie line of the Multiverse figures, but it's not perfect, and it's like... It's not as good as the Mafex or like a SH Figure Arts, but you're not paying the premium price, and it's definitely not it's even not as good as the DC films. Even though, like, I don't really love those, but those are still better than this. As far as the face goes, like, it's decent. It kind of looks like Chris Pine, but I actually think it looks more like the Jesse Plemons, the guy from Breaking Bad who kills the kid on the motorcycle, on the dirt bike or whatever during the train robbery. I think it looks more like that guy than Chris Pine, but that's a decent effort. It just, it looks like a cartoony version of Chris Pine. Like if the movie were a cartoon, basically. That's kind of like what I'm attributing these figures to. They look like the cartoon version of these. So, I mean, these are definitely, I kind of think maybe they're intended for children. I don't know, but some good detail in his uniform here. He actually has an ab crunch, which Wonder Woman doesn't even have. The Themyscira outfit Wonder Woman doesn't have, which is weird. Let's take a look at the inside here. Oh, really hard to move. Yeah, it's that all the way around. I think his jacket probably comes off. Yeah, I think it's like the Joker. Jacket comes off. Yeah, but there's some nice detail in the inside jacket here. And then his little turtleneck here, which is nice. It's a nice touch. Can't fault him on that. But you can fault him on the no freaking ankle pivot. For the love of God. Why can't they change? It's a huge design flaw that they just are not changing, and it's frustrating. It's like they're standard on Marvel Legends, I believe. So it's like, why not? Why isn't ankle pivot standard by now? It's like, seriously, guys, what are you doing? But as far as articulation goes, not great. You can go about that far, but I mean, he's not flying or anything, so I don't see why you need to have his arms go up any further. He does have the ab crunch, which is in the swivel, so it's like kind of weird they put that on this, but not the Wonder Woman. That's very bizarre. But then you can make him do the splits, which is nice for if you want to have him be a ballerina dancer or something. Kick forward, leg swivel. Ugh. And again, no ankle pivot, of course. Jeez. So there's no bicep swivel here, but there's like a forearm swivel at the elbow. And of course his wrist can swivel. Alright. As far as I can go up like that. Not too far up, but he's not flying, so. So, you know, like I said, not a bad likeness of Chris Pine, but man, the articulation leaves a lot to be desired, so. Alright guys, I'll be right back and I'll give you the final verdict for this figure. Alright guys, I'll give you my review for this figure. I think it's decent. You know, I don't think you can expect too much out of these Mattel figures. I mean, they're a mass-produced figure, and they're not like in the niche market, kind of like a lot of us collectors, hardcore collectors, are kind of looking for. But I think it's a decent figure. You know, I think it's 2 out of 5 stars. Again, like I think it's all kind of contingent on how bad you want the Ares, because I actually think the Ares is really cool. It's like a really good figure. You know, it's going to be kind of contingent on like how much you like this Steve Trevor, and if you really think that, you know, the Build-A-Figure of Ares is worth $80 if you're getting this figure at retail. Again, I would advise you to like maybe wait for a Metacom or SH Figure Arts figure, or a Hot Toys if you're into that scale. But you kind of never know with Hot Toys anymore, or those other companies. So it kind of seems like it's all dependent on how well the movie does, and how many people are really kind of clamoring for the figure. But it's decent. 2 out of 5 isn't a bad score. I think it's it's decent for a $20 figure. But the lack of ankle pivot really just kind of kills it for me. Like, you want to be able to put these guys in kind of battle poses and stuff like that. So I think it's kind of hard to kind of effectively do that. And having ankle pivot really helps. And the figure, all around, like in the shoulders and in the arms, is kind of lacking the articulation you would need to do some dynamic poses of him fighting alongside Diana or anything like that. So 2 out of 5. Pick it up if you like it. I mean, if you might love this figure from what I'm showing you. So more power to you, though. I definitely, I wish I loved it a bit more than I do. But like I said, it's decent, not great, nothing to write home about. So all right, guys, give me a like if you like this video. Subscribe down below, and thanks for watching this video, and have a great day.